Hello and welcome to Actions to Wealth UK with me, Ash Bull, taking you through this week's market analysis. It is Sunday, the 30th of April, so we are just about to head in to May. Because of that, I am going to do some analysis on the month rather than just the week. Because if we can get ready, then we can start to see some of the trades unfolding throughout the week. So firstly, I'm just going to kind of go through what I tend to do on a month-by-month basis by the end of the month. I like to look at all the charts and get some sort of assumption of direction of what I would suspect is going to happen through the month. And just to give a quick example of how I may still avoid certain crosses. This would be a really good example. Pound dollar. We saw a push to the upside, a really strong push to the upside last month. So throughout, I'm just going to put my clock there. Throughout April, we saw a decent push to the upside. Still got some resistance up here, so I would be looking for a push back to the downside, a fade in this area. My issue with trying to trade this sort of thing is that it would be potentially, it's not really confirmed yet that the trend has changed, but we have had a breakout of this particular zone here, on a monthly chart, and because of that, then I wouldn't be so comfortable. We had something similar up here, and the market still continued to the downside, and I'd be quite happy to trade this to the downside, but I'd really want to see this trending to the downside, more like this kind of pattern here, rather than trying to trade the fade. I'd like to see a fade back into areas, something along the horizontal line or something along this particular line here, and then seeing if this area is to hold, and then possibly looking into June, July time for a move back to the upside. So given that, and looking at this as an example of a chart that I would analyze, but maybe analyze and effectively say I'm not really that interested in it this month for anything, for any long-term swings, unless I see something really, really clear. I'm not really interested in that. But coming on to more to do with the dollar, there are certain dollar trades that I really like. A really good example, again, gold. Definitely looking like we've got some resistance up here. Not a very strong looking bar, not very strong looking seller's bar, but you can see that the buyers have started to slow up in this area. They started to slow up in the previous month, but they really did reject this zone last month. So really the trade is going to come for a longer term move on a break of this low here. However, this one is setting up already, so I'm not adverse to trying to get into this already. You can see 4 hours charts looking like we are starting to swing to the downside. This is the kind of pivotal area along here. So we are just starting to kind of run along this particular area. But if we start to get closes beneath these lows here on a 4 hour chart, then I'll be mining into my 1 hour time frame to see if I can get the best possible entry. So gold, I'm looking for short. Dollar Swissy, looking for longs in this particular currency pair. We have seen, as you can see on the 4 hour, moves to the downside. Now I quite like this because it just enables us to get potentially a better price and a little bit more time to get into it. Could be the line there. It might be as high as that. That's going to be a better area to trust, because at least we can definitely agree that there are two touches along this level here. So if we can break through this area here, which will also coincide with a break of this, very likely, then I'd like to see moves back to the upside. So certainly looking for longs in dollar Swissy, but I'd just like to see just a bit more confirmation on price before getting into that one. Dollar yen is another great looking chart for me on the monthly. Decent moves back to the upside. We broke through this area of previous resistance here. Really nice looking hammer here as well. So this on a monthly chart does suggest that there is some further upside in the dollar yen coming up this month. So again, looking for longs in dollar yen. It looks as it has really broken out already on the 4-hour chart, so it's got to come back really to give us a decent entry. But it might be that this one just explodes to the upside, and either we don't get on board, or we are potentially just waiting for new opportunities. But looking for longs in this one, somewhere back here would be great. These lows would be a really good spot for me to try and get in long. If not, then I'll be looking at breaks of previous areas of resistance to try and buy into it. So you can see the theme really here is a bit of long dollar. Dollar Sing is another one that I'm really keen on for a long on the monthly chart, and also it looks like it's started to form this inverted head and shoulders here on the 4-hour. But again, starting with the monthly, inverted head and shoulders on the monthly is looking really good. You can see these seller bars aren't very confident down here, so sellers look like they are just slowing in this area, and the buyers are just starting to come back in. So this doji bar here, just a little bit of indecision. So again, time with this one, just waiting for a breakthrough of this pattern, and then I'll be looking for long opportunities on Dollar Sing. Some that I'd be looking for selling opportunities. We covered gold, euro dollar. Looking for selling opportunities on this one. Little way to go again. First key would be for me to break these levels here on the 4-hour chart. Break, back test, then looking for opportunities on the 1-hour. But again, on the monthly, just hitting an area of resistance. Pretty strong looking bar, so it may not be the best trade that we essentially go to hunt out, but we are at levels of potential resistance here. So looking for that one for a short. Kiwi dollar as well, already broken to the downside here on the monthly. So you can see that we are through. So again, it's got to come back, and plenty of room for that to happen. So somewhere in this area, I'll be looking for shorts, maybe just a little bit lower as well, maybe somewhere around this area. Back to these highs, and I'm looking for short opportunities. If we can get a little bit higher, that would be preferable. So there are a few that I'm looking at for this week, for this month. And then it's just going to be, how the week starts to look and establish itself. A lot of them look like they've gone already, but I'm not going to get too caught up in that, because we are looking at monthly charts and we're looking at monthly trends. So just a quick summary: buy opportunities in dollar Swiss, dollar yen, Aussie CAD, questionable, but still looking for it, Swissy yen, pound Swiss, Kiwi CAD, and dollar Sing. Sell opportunities, I'll be looking for gold, euro dollar, Kiwi dollar, and euro pound. So I hope that's helped. I hope you have a great week's trading. Do tune in to TTR this week. It's going to be action-packed with a slightly different format, but please pop in, ask any questions that may help your trading out, and I hope to see you there. Have a great, patient, and profitable week.